Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Vrabel. I am so happy to be coming to you today, and I wish you all a happy new year. Happy 2021. Woo! Can you believe it? Today is Monday, January 4th, 2021. I hope you all had a wonderful break. I hope you were able to put school aside and even put the computer aside so you could just enjoy the break, enjoy your family, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. So let's dive into this new year together. Let's start by saying the pledge together. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will go right into our Bobcat Creed. Please recite this with me as well. I am a proud Bangor Central Bobcat. I have great expectations for myself. I will make positive choices and accept the responsibility for my behavior. I will treat my Bangor family with respect. I do not have the right to interfere with the learning and safety of others. I will accept my peers regardless of our differences. Yesterday's failures are behind me. Today's successes are before me. I will determine my choices of tomorrow. I am a proud Bangor Central Bobcat. All right, boys and girls, speaking of proud Bangor Central Bobcats, our positivity project this week is so very fitting for a new year. It is hope and optimism. And there is a quote up here from Helen Keller that says, "Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence." This might be one of my favorite character traits. And so you can see down at the bottom here, it says hope and optimism. You expect the best from the future and work to achieve it. So starting this week, I am going to be sharing some more information about the character trait along the left side here. And so it says individuals with this strength might be described as, so people that are hopeful or optimistic. They might seem positive, confident, encouraging, cheerful, heartening, or even inspiring. Individuals with this strength are likely to think, feel, or behave in the following ways. So I'll just read a couple. Today will be a good day. So even though they might get up and they might not be feeling the best, or maybe they're feeling a little down, they still are hopeful and optimistic that the day is still going to be a good day. Couple other ones: set goals for the future. So people that are hopeful or optimistic set goals for the future. That's very fitting, especially with the new year. Oftentimes people set New Year's resolutions. Here's another one. It is important to be hopeful towards the future. So again, having those kind of New Year's resolutions, being hopeful, setting some goals for the new year. So here is a great video. And at first I thought, I don't really know if this is a good representation of hope or optimism. But after I watched the video a few times, and I have watched the video a few times, I have come to that determination that it is a good example of hope and optimism. And it is about a fairy garden sparking a friendship between two strangers. So let's take a look at this.
And now something for the kid in all of us. Magic is real, as long as you believe in it. Here's CBS's Steve Hartman with tonight's On the Road.
Kelly Kenny was walking in her Los Angeles neighborhood one day when she came across a fairy garden. And while staring at these tree trunk trinkets, she felt an alter ego emerging.
On my walk back, I was brainstorming ideas of what my name was going to be, and
Wait, what do you mean what your name is going to be?
my imagination just kind of took over, and I just started thinking, like, well, maybe if I left a note, like, as a fairy, that would be really fun to do.
And so, the next night, she did just that. Left a note for whoever built the garden. "My name is Sapphire," she wrote. "I'm one of the fairies who lives in this tree." The next day, a 4-year-old girl named Eliana wrote back. The first exchange in what has evolved into a remarkable friendship. 9 months of letters and presents and glitter galore. They traded photos with one another and turned a year of disappointment into a season of wonder. Eliana's mom, Emily, couldn't be more grateful.
Can you believe the extent that she went to for all this?
Oh, like we were constantly floored. Like the gifts that she would give were just so personal and so kind, and we were just like, we don't even know you.
Eliana felt like the luckiest girl in the world. But what she wanted more than any present was to meet her new friend. And that's when Sapphire remembered that fairies can, on very rare occasion, turn human size. Which is how, earlier this month, Sapphire appeared.
She turned around and saw me, and the way that she looked at me, I'll never forget that. It was just really magical. So
Kelly says at the start of this pandemic, she was in a dark place. But with a little imagination and a whole lot of kindness, she found her light. And says you can too.
I want people to believe that they don't have to be a fairy to give a little bit of magic to somebody else, and it doesn't have to be a child either. That true love for one another, that's real.
Real as it gets. Steve Hartman, CBS News, on the road.
I hope you enjoyed that as much as I do, or as much as I did. Again, I've watched that about 5 times and it still just brings a smile. Couple things that I think are so fitting with the hope and optimism character trait is that it's important to be hopeful and to help other people see a positive vision for their future. And so just as much as the lady that ended up leaving the note, she was trying to be a positive light and was trying to rise by lifting others. And I think what she learned in turn was that she brought that to the child, but also to herself. And one of the quotes that she says, and I wrote it down, you don't have to be a fairy to have a little magic. And I think that's very fitting again for our character trait. You expect the best from the future and work to achieve it. It doesn't mean you always have to be positive. It doesn't mean you always will say today will be a good day. But even just if you do that a little bit, I think will go a long way. So I hope you enjoyed that again. And some things that I want to share with you that I'm really hopeful and optimistic about is a really fun new segment that's coming to you on Wednesdays. And they're called Brain Breaks. And some of you may recognize this man. His name's Cameron Zavara. He is a magician. And so on Wednesdays, he is going to be sharing a brain break video with all of us each Wednesday. It'll be about approximately 10 minutes. And some of the things that it will have are some teacher jokes, student of the week. I'll get back to that in a minute. Super excited about that. Any school announcements that we may have, important updates, special shout outs. The other cool thing is that Mr. Zavara, Cameron, is going to tie in our Bangor Central expectations and our Bobcat Creed and our character traits for the Positivity Project. So be looking for that on Wednesday. He's actually going to share a video with us on Wednesday, just to kind of share with us and what a brain break will look like. And then the really cool piece is that I will be reaching out to some of our teachers and some of our students to be able to share some things that will go into his brain break videos each week. So super excited about that. Now, back to student of the week. So normally in a regular school year, you know that we would have those blue model Bobcat tickets, and your teacher, or if somebody else caught you being a model Bobcat, they would write your name on it and you'd put it in a basket. And then I would read those over the announcements, and we would even do some drawings, and you'd be able to come down to the office and get kind of a prize. Well, because of COVID and because we're remote learning, we needed to change that up a little bit. So what is going to happen, our teachers will be able to fill out model Bobcats virtually. And so those will go to myself and also Mrs. Bricker, who is kind of my co-brain break ambassador that is helping me with Cameron's messages each week. We are going to be drawing randomly model Bobcats. So teachers will nominate you as a model Bobcat. if you are being a positive leader during remote learning, if you are acting responsibly and safely, if you're working as a team or showing respect. They will input your information that will go into a Google form to me, and then we will randomly select model Bobcats for that week, and somebody will be chosen to be Cameron Zavara's Student of the Week. So we are really excited for that. So our first Student of the Week will not be this week, but will be next week. So more information on that. I cannot wait. We are also going to start Positive Leaders again. So teachers this month will be nominating one boy and one girl from each class to be a positive leader, and we will honor them at the end of the month. More information coming on that as well. All right, birthdays for this week. Let's see, we have Carlos Cruz celebrated his birthday over the weekend. Gracelyn Fritz will celebrate her birthday tomorrow. Wyatt Dalton, Archer Wallaker, and Tatum Bradley will also celebrate their birthday this week. So happy birthday to all of you. All right, boys and girls, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Welcome back. We've got this. This remote learning we can do, right? We're good. So I hope you all have a wonderful week back, and I look forward to seeing you in your Google Classrooms. Take care, everyone.